location and never looked back. I spent a while traveling through Boise, Idaho, just looking around. Most people I passed looked at me funny. Figured I was someone in a ridiculous costume or some sort of escape prop from a local circus, perhaps. Funnily, the kids never looked at me like that. Maybe some of them recognized me from Freddy's. Well, I was all right. You know, a person, like they were. I kept searching, and after no luck, I left town and started walking. And I kept walking for a long time. I walked the entire length of southern Idaho and kept walking. Montana, Utah, Colorado. I just kept walking. Little things came back to me once I was out of that checkerboard prison. You know, familiar roads, familiar smells. I still have no clue where my old house was, but I remembered that I was married and that my wife had died long ago. I even remembered my name, my full name, Jake Wilson. My son must have been Jason Wilson. I had a full name to work with. I had enough to find my son. I got a phone book and searched for every Jason Wilson in the country. Turns out there's quite a few of them, so I started walking. Started in my home state of Nebraska. Figured I had to start somewhere, right? Perhaps he was living near our old home. I traveled door to door looking for him and was met with varied reactions. I searched for months before I found the right house. It was located in northern Nebraska, a quaint suburb. I arrived in the evening. I walked up the smooth driveway, trudging through the snow. It was winter at that point, and I saw a light coming from the front window, so I peered inside, and I saw him, Jason. I saw Jason, but, I mean, it was clearly him, but he was grown up, like me. At that point, it occurred to me, how long had I been at Freddy's? How many years had that damned company stolen from me? Was I a fool to expect to see my son as I remembered him? I looked at the whole house, up and down. My son. He turned out all right. Hell, better than all right. He turned out just fine, even without me. And that's when she ran in, a small girl, into his embrace. And the woman entered the room behind her, wearing an apron. I noticed a whole dining room behind him, filled with people. I should have noticed from the big Christmas tree in the living room. They were celebrating Christmas in there. I stood transfixed, watching this happy family at the table, chatting, pulling Christmas crackers. They were happy. Slowly, the window I was peering through steamed up, and I couldn't see Jason or his family anymore. Just my own reflection. And I saw myself and what he would have seen me as, a monster. I couldn't bring myself to knock on the door. I left the house alone and never came back. He was happy without me, and having a monster suddenly stumble into his life